South Africa next. President Cyril Ramaphosa met Nigerian counterpart Bola Tinubu in Cape Town. The G20 presidency, which South Africa took over on the 1st of December, was a significant point of discussion between the two leaders. The South African president said that South Africa's G20 presidency will focus on mobilizing financing for nations stricken by climate-induced disasters and extending debt relief to developing countries. Now, the annual summit of G20 leaders will be held in Johannesburg in November, that is next year. Ramaphosa said the United States will take over the G20 presidency the year after that.
South Africa's G20 presidency takes place at a moment and at a time in which the world is facing a number of serious challenges. The climate crisis is worsening and widening. Across the world, billions of people are affected by underdevelopment, inequality, poverty, hunger, as well as massive unemployment.
The G20 presidency operates on a troika system made up of the current, previous and the next holders. South Africa has taken over the presidency of the world's premier economic forum, the G20, from Brazil this year, and the US will take over after South Africa. And there's more on this shared by our correspondent, Calden Ongmu, who sent us this report from Johannesburg. Let's listen in.
South African President Cyril Ramaphosa reiterated South Africa's commitment to strengthening its bond with Nigeria with a focus on easing trade between the two countries. Ramaphosa expressed his desire to see more Nigerian products on South African shelves. He announced that qualifying Nigerian businesses would be granted a 5-year multiple entry visa to simplify trade and encouraging Nigerian businesses to explore the South African market. But this decision was not taken well by some South Africans who immediately took to social media to express their dissatisfaction, stating that Ramaphosa is a sellout and he doesn't care for his own people. Ramaphosa, who met Tinubu right after launching the country's G20 presidency in Parliament, said South Africa and Nigeria are two countries united in purpose and vision. South Africa has pledged its support for Nigeria's bid to join G20, with Ramaphosa expressing strong backing for the initiative. This is Calden Ongmu from Johannesburg, South Africa, for WION World is One.
Now, for more information on the meeting between South African President Ramaphosa and his Nigerian counterpart, Tinubu, our correspondent Louisa Olani from Lagos brings you this report.
President Bola Tinubu and his South African counterpart Cyril Ramaphosa have come out from a crucial meeting in Cape Town focusing on maximizing the benefits of the African Union's inclusion in the G20. Ramaphosa emphasized that Africa's G20 inclusion is not just symbolic, but a call to action for coordinated strategies across the continent. Tinubu echoed these sentiments, urging unity among African nations to ensure the continent's priorities are heard in global decision-making processes. Analysts believe these discussions are apt as both leaders look to translate this historic opportunity into tangible progress for over 1 billion Africans. President Tinubu, who announced his presence in South Africa on his X handle, alluded to the fact that both economies must keep working together to ensure shared prosperity for their countries and indeed Africa. From Lagos, Nigeria, Louisa Olani, WION World is One.